Hello, welcome to the channel. Oh, I've been such a busy day today. Never mind, right. Hello, welcome. Quite a lot of arguing with cyclists in the morning. So I've fended most of them off, you know. They can't really. I mean, if you think about it, right, we've got all these words. Oh, sorry. All these words. And all the bullshit of the day, right? Not that one. That's a good message, right? But what I'm saying is, generally speaking, there's some nice messages from nice people, right? Thank you, Johnny. And somebody, thank you, Malcraft, for liking my photograph of the River Forth. Right, so I'm not going to look at them really, but the amount of there they are there. It's all that, and all that, and all that there. You know, all that. I kind of got the better of that Nathan Smith. I kind of shut him up. I actually kind of worked out what he was. I mean, you don't really know who people are. Nathan. What happens? They tend to get a bit more. If you get the better of them, i.e., you present a more lucid argument, they start getting abusive. It's not very good, this, is it? They start getting abusive. Right, so Nathan Smith, here he is. Right, so here's Nathan. Obviously, we're not getting, you know, young children, dogs, bicycles. Bicycles live there. Bicycles live in the earth, according to Nathan. You know, so if you mate with Nathan, if you let him fuck you, right? If you're stupid enough or daft enough that you're so desperate for to be shagged by any man at all, get him to fuck you, and the baby will probably be a bike, little pink bike. So anyway, he gets to, you know, I'm obviously not going to read you all. So this is what he said. The right cannot. So he's bringing politics into this. I mean, I don't know where that came from. I certainly wasn't doing that. You know how I feel about politics. Most of them are corrupt. So the right cannot even produce one scientific journal because they are all clueless like you, he says. I read scientific and engineering journals from around the world. Yes, I am an engineer. You use technology I helped develop to spread your garbage posts on the internet. Scientists are not owned. The followers of the right are owned because they don't realise how the people at the top level are keeping them poor. Global warming is real. You are just too poorly informed and educated to know. Find your local library, if they have one, and read a few decades worth of New Scientist so that you won't sound like a complete blithering idiot, Nathan says. So Lucinda says, I assume talking rubbish or patronising people is something you enjoy. And I'm really quite pleased I have never had to work with you. I am not sure what branch of engineering you are from, but you sound like a software engineer. And reading scientific journals isn't the same as understanding them. I don't think I've ever said climate change doesn't or isn't happening. So Nathan, is that it? Have you given up? Given up your insults? That's him. He's I forgot about that. Software engineers. I knew about software engineers. I've met them. And they're strange people. They're aspies. So here we are, fighting cyclists. Here's a transgender fighting cyclists. A weirdo fighting another weirdo. One bunch of weirdos. But the thing is, I'm not in denial about how stupid the trans movement is. How stupid LGBT shit is. I'm not in denial about it. I'll tell you it's stupid. So the cycling thing's the same. It's weird men. That's the trans movement as well, as weird men. It's the same. It's weird men who cannot function with women in society. That's what it is. You know, I know some cyclists are probably married with children. I know you'll get some. But most of them are weirdos. And he's a software engineer. He'll be making good money. So if he's got a woman, she'll be spending it. And I bet you she's not staying with him for his personality, because I don't think he's got one. But the analogy here with the trans movement and the LGBT movement and the cyclists, I'm not talking about ordinary men or women who get on a push bike and go to work. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those who identify as cyclists. And they got on their bikes and they deliberately block the road. Now, these are just, they're just strange people, right? There was another good answer as well. It was a cracker. It was about if I can find it, where was it? Basically, it was kind of about the so back to the analogy of the trans movement. So the trans movement demands that you get their pronouns right, or you respect that they are a woman or a man, whichever way around that it is, right? So the cyclists, they demand, this is a weird thing about it, like right, this is a good answer here, right? And so this is Crash Bandy or something. I don't think he's done any videos. Just one. Crash Bandy. Idiot, right? So what he says is, well, he tells me I don't do logic and everything. So he says, seeing as logic is something you're lacking, I'll explain it to you in kids' terms. Two cyclists riding abreast take up the same amount of road as a single hatchback car. Two cyclists in single file take up the same length as a single axle lorry. Which one do you think is easier to pass when time to pass is limited? The hatchback or the single axle truck? I mean, it's the height of stupidity, that. So, what I said to him, it gets confusing because there's somebody else on this thread as well. But what I said to him, and he hasn't answered it, well, not to my knowledge. The argument you present is spurious. This is important to listen to this. That's where the analogy goes. So it's demanding your rights. So if you, if you're an LGBT and you demand rights, right, you can. But you can't force people to. You can impose laws and things on people, yeah. The difference with the cycling one is quite clear. So the argument you present is spurious. The model you have chosen doesn't hold up and is actually more dangerous for cyclists. As you probably know, a head-on crash is always more dangerous. So presenting nowhere to go for a vehicle coming the other way means you are going to die. If you are at the side of the road, it would probably be a glancing blow you might survive. The rules of the road may be unclear, but the rules of physics are quite clear. right? So if you demand the right to cycle along the road in your push bike, nearly in the middle of the road, you know, doing 20 miles per hour, 22 miles per hour, and some fucking blind bastard comes around the corner, he's going to drive right over you and kill you. And are you going to be right? Yeah, you'll be right, but you'll also be flattened. That is the thing that he seemed to be missing, and he hasn't answered this one. Well, he has. He's gone a wee bit childish there. Yeah, he did answer it, but he didn't. Well, when I say didn't answer it, he didn't actually answer it, because he can't. Well, don't complain when everyone gets angry. This is him trying to lash out at me now. At you for trying to drive your mobility scooter on the road. I assume you need one because only ancient fossils bitch and moan. So I'm bitching and moaning now, like you do about a couple of cyclists on the road. Laugh out loud. Obviously, I'm complaining about our infrastructure being changed for a minority. That's what. It's not about a couple of cyclists on the road. Everybody knows that. I'm just getting brains. So, you know, the safety thing. So you could be right all day long, but you'll get killed and you'll be dead. And do you think anybody's going to care? Your cycling pals won't care either. They won't give a shit either. In fact, the software engineer guy, Nathan Smith, if he got flattened by a truck, one of the other cycling ones, the ones that's no gay, will go and shag his wife. In fact, they're probably shagging his wife already. Or his woman or whatever, right? She'll be staying with him because he's a software engineer, because he's making a lot of money. Because they get paid more. Oh, the other thing, software engineers, this applies to artists as well, and a lot of people, is AI is coming, and you're going to get replaced. But let's just... I mean, there's too much to go on about here. There's so many numpties come on to me in this channel. I think it's part of the... I suppose I'm providing a service. You know, I do try and answer people. I try and give people the time of day. I don't want to block people. It's only when you become outwardly abusive I block you, right? I try not to do it. I do recognise that I'm putting stuff on that is annoying people. So I've got to stand up and be counted, is what I mean, right? So let's see what we've got here. So there's a hidden comment. I've no idea what this is. It's been there for a few hours. Oh, there's loads. So this is abusive. So this guy will get blocked. He's got a point. So this guy says, "Wow, you uploaded that." He's got a point. You time wasting twat. Right. So, where's this from? See, there's nothing here. This is anonymous, you know. You know, it's not like he's got anything of note. So all he do is just hide the user. That's it, easy. Now here's Cash Bandy. So he's getting abusive. Bullshit, they were behind them for 10 minutes. Don't know what he's going on about now. That was 11 hours ago. Cry me a river of custard. Lord, you bitch, and moan like a council estate mom on a Tuesday morning. Grow up and it's not me that's getting nasty, is it? It's you. Grow up and understand you aren't the only person who's legally allowed to use the road. Sod off. Old. I mean that's just childish, isn't it? So I could old. I think some things, if you get someone like that, you do get the opportunity to send them more. So I think what I'll do with that is I'll approve that, and I'll just go to the, you know, I'll go to my handy. So, you know, don't take it personally is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I could have deleted that one. I still could. I could actually report it because it's ageist. You know, it's discriminatory. That's the thing. So cyclists aren't a protected characteristic. You know, but what's his name's getting a bit. He's getting a bit abusive, but no, it's fine. We'll just leave him. Let him get on with it. So So I don't know. So I think what happens here is the comments kind of disappear. YouTube's a bit hard, you know. It, you know. Yeah. I don't know where that's gone. So what I'll do is I'll find one of the anti-cycling. Well, it's not anti-cycling. It's anti-green communism. You know, down Stirling today, looking at the bike lanes, and the guy says they're great, and I says no, they're not. They're a waste of money. They are a complete waste of money. The bike lanes. There's no doubt about that. I'm not saying I don't want cyclists to cycle around. I'm not saying that at all. It's a complete waste of money. And there's a picture of it. I've actually took a picture of a computer image of what it was going to look like when it was finished. And there's a push bike on the road and a push bike on the cycle lane. So, you know, what is the point of having cycle lanes when the cycle lane can go on the... I think most people kind of think, what's the point of having, you know, cycle lanes if the cyclists don't go on it? So that was an example of a cyclist going on it. I think most rational people are a bit perplexed when the cyclists are not using the cycle lanes. You know, they don't really see the point of it. What is the point of it? So at the end of the day, wasting taxpayers' money, it all get ripped out. It's just all bollocks, and it's a waste of time. And the cyclists agree. They don't like it either. So there you go. There we go. So I'll get that image later. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Bye.